outside? What have you seen from him?
He's a utility man for us. He's a utility guy that can play multiple spots. He can play X, he can play Z, he can play H. Veteran, experienced guy who doesn't panic. You know, can do a lot of things well. Obviously, his size limits him some in what we want to ask him to do. But as far as option routes, choice routes, that type of thing, things run out of the slot, he's very nifty. Very good feet in and out of the break.
Tim Dan has said that he's going to continue his tradition of scripting out the first 12 plays of the game just to give the new guys and Tyler some confidence. I'm sure you've been around that before. Talk about the pros and cons of that and just what the benefits are.
Well, I think it's imperative that your football team understands your plan. Mastering the details of the plan are what's going to allow you to win. And that was my statement, my ending statement with my receivers today is from now till Saturday, we've really got to master the details of the plan so that on Saturday night, we're not thinking about anything. We're reacting, we're running, we're playing the game with speed, and that's another thing that allows you to do that, knowing our sequence, our play thoughts, situationally, what exactly we're going to call so that there's no surprise. And I think it's particularly important for the quarterback to have a great understanding of that, you know, that opening drive.
That's good. My teammates, we will dedicate the game to everybody that's affected by the hurricane and everything. I know I got family down there. I got some teammates got family down there, so this game gonna be for them.
Hey Joe, that was going to be my first question. Is family, friends, as far as you know, and you've contacted, is everybody all right?
Yeah, everybody doing good. You know, I talked to my mom before we went out to practice. She said they were gonna come up and just stay up here into the game. But she said they're just gonna get down and just ride it out. But they're gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right.
So they're gonna be in Ocean Springs this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but she said depending on how everything is, they're gonna be up here Saturday.
Okay.
How you feeling? Tim said you're a little bit banged up. You feel you're close to full speed again?
Oh yeah, I'm great. I'm full speed. I'm full go.
What's going through your mind, you remember that first game on Saturday, that first run?
I don't know, I'm already amped up right now. Yeah, I wish I could just go out there and play right now, but you know, I just want to go out there, you know, just do my job, do my role on the team and everything, you know.
So not to harp on it anymore, but you know, the deal with the hurricane, is that a distraction for you? Because I mean, there's things that are obviously bigger than football, and that would be one of them. Is that something that when you get out on the field, you're able to block out?
Yeah, you know, off the field, you know, that you can worry about that, you know, but on the field, you know, you just got to learn how to block that out and, you know, get out there, help win the game. When the game over with, you can go make phone calls to your family and everything, make sure they're all right.
What's it been like for y'all as Coach Brewster coming in this week? I mean, what's he like on the field?
You know, it's a great coach. You know, already he been with us for 4 days. You know, I already see he's a great coach. You know, he's still learning the system. You know, like he's coaching us, but we're coaching him. You know, so I see about Saturday he's gonna be ready Saturday because he's already got it down pat. You know, and everything. So Saturday we should be ready to go. But overall, he's a good coach. You know, all the receivers like him and everything. So it's gonna be a good season.
We've heard he's a little nuts. You know, from the energy and intimidation standpoint, have you gotten a taste of that in those 4 days?
Yeah, you know, you gotta have energy. You know, you gotta go out there and be crazy sometimes. You know, that's what brings the juice to practice. That's what brings practice alive. So you know, he comes out there, he helps with that a lot too.
You know, fans are freaking out because you're not on the depth chart. I'm sure you just want to tell them to chill out. It's going to be okay. I'm going to play Saturday.
Oh yeah, Mr. Joe came up to me and said, "All right, I forgot to put you on the depth chart." He was like, people asked, just say it was a mistake and everything. I was like, all right, well, you know, just they asked me all the time. I'm on the depth chart, but you know, I'll be playing Saturday. It's just not on paper.
Yeah.
Can you put into words, Joe, some of those butterflies and maybe pregame jitters you're feeling right now, just knowing that, I mean, you haven't played a college football game yet. This is going to be game one for you.
I wish I could put in words, you know. By the time the game starts, I don't know, I've probably been lost my mind, you know, going. But you know, I don't know. I'm ready for it though. Like I'm going out there. It's just. I don't know. I can't explain how I feel, you know. But I'm ready though. I waited a whole year. I gotta go out there and ball out.
Did you get any of it out during the spring game, or is this just totally a different deal?
Nah, the spring game was just a little taste. You know, I just got in for a little bit, but you know, it's time we trying to get to the championship now, so it's time to, you know, turn it up a notch and it's time to go.
That's good.
All right, I guess first question, just talk about the transition from slot to outside spot. I mean, Coach said you made it pretty easy.
Well, it was pretty easy because I already know the routes because we learned the routes as concepts instead of just one position. So I already knew what was going on. Being here for a couple of years, so I already basically knew what was going on.
You like it out there? It's more wide open than maybe the slot was?
Yeah, it's pretty like more one-on-one out there, so I kind of like it better.
Dan was saying it's kind of, you get to use your speed out there. Is that the plan, to just try and burn some guys deep and get
Yes,
open?
just beat people like one-on-one, take advantage of the opportunity. So yes, just use my speed.
Hey, did anybody in particular want Bernardrick today? I'm sorry to interrupt. Yes, no? That's a whole lot of
I mean,
no's.
I'll talk to them.
You know, 2 years ago, that Memphis opener, you had that big game, and then, you know, production, naturally, not everybody can have 100-yard games, kind of, you know, slid off a little bit. Do you feel like you can get back to being like a more consistent guy than you were 2 years ago when you had like 300, 400 yards in a season?
Yes, sir. Especially at the outside, since it's, like I said, more one-on-one. So I think I can take advantage of the opportunity. So I think more consistent. Yes.
And how much are you trying to like bring along Joe Morrow a little bit?
Joe's going to be an excellent wide receiver because he already has the frame, height. He just has to develop. He's going to come along.
Yeah.
You're going to be him, Jamie Robert Johnson, all of them the same.
Talk about your knowledge of the routes. Is that something that more than anything you can help some of the younger people with? That's what takes some time, is learning that part of it.
Yes, sir. Basically, it's just like knowing coverages, knowing where to be at the right time. Like Coach Mullen was telling us the other day, he was in our meeting room. He was saying sometimes you're not gonna get the ball, but every time somebody's gonna be open. So just run your route, and somebody's gonna be open if you don't be open at the time.
Brandon, have you had that Tim Brewster moment where he'll say something and you all look around and the teammates go, what the hell did he just say? Like, have you had that yet?
Yeah, Coach Brew, he talks so fast. He's so energetic. That's what we like about him. But he talks real fast, and sometimes he'll be like, Coach, can you repeat that? He'll slow it down. He'll laugh.
What did you say about Chili?
He funny. He's a real energetic dude.
I've heard you can do pretty much everybody on the team or everybody in the wide receiver room. Have you tried to do Coach Brew yet?
I ain't got him down pat yet. I ain't got him down.
But you got a lot of the guys already down?
Yes, sir.
Do you have an impression for Coach Mullen?
Nah, I ain't got him yet either. I ain't got
one,
him
Coach
yet.
Bayless.
I got Coach Bayless down.
All right, here's the
Can you do your Coach Bayless?
Can you do Corey Broomfield's laugh?
Yeah,
That's not bad.
I can do his laugh.
He was Coach Bayless.
Give me a Coach Bayless.
Coach Bayless. Hurry up, we gotta pick it up. Let's go.
All right.
Look who comes around the corner.
Just, I mean, you feel like this just gives you a chance to make a lot of plays. I mean, because even though you've been in the slot, you've played a lot of different positions. I mean, y'all, like I said, you have to know every position on the field.
Yes, sir. Like today, I was working X, Z, and H receiver, so I pretty much know them all. I'm just trying to fit in on the field, make plays for the team.
Is this your year? I mean, is this the year you have worked for and waited for?
I've been patiently waiting for this year.
Do you, as a senior, Brandon, still get those first game jitters? Do you still get those butterflies before games, like in a season opener, or is it kind of a collective kind of deal?
I mean, for the first couple of plays, like I like to get tackled for the first time to see. That's when all my jitters go away. Like when you first get tackled, you know what to expect.
Would you rather just catch it running the end zone and not get tackled?
I would, but if I get tackled, that's when all my jitters go away. But you get jitters before every game.
It's like jumping in the pool, man. Once you jump in, the water feels fine, but you're scared it's going to be cold.
Thank you, Bob.
It's just like the cold tank.
That's a better way to put it.
safety position this week?
Oh yeah, I'm real excited about it. You know, the more reps I get in practice, the more comfortable I get. So it's exciting. It's exciting.
I know with safety, I mean, you know, there's obviously a lot of emphasis on tackling, and I know that you're pretty good at that. I mean, do you think it's kind of a position that suits you maybe in a lot of ways?
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna get a lot of chance, get a lot of balls thrown. You know, a lot of high balls. You know, got pretty good ball skills, and just a chance, you know, to play a bigger leadership role. You know, getting everybody lined up, making the correct checks, and just helping the defense out to be the best we can be.
Also, talk about some of those like freshmen like Nardrick, you know, they're going to play a lot. I mean, what do you think? Do freshmen out there sometimes kind of lose their mind a little bit, and you got to settle them down, or you think he'll do all right?
Our coaching staff and our weight training staff do a real good job of getting everybody acclimated for the most drastic situations. So that's what we train for year round. For when that first snap, it's nothing new. 56,000 fans is just like another day in the weight room for you. So that's what we train for.
I know you, John.
Does it feel different, you know, 4 years from now when you were suiting up trying to play Jackson State, your first ever game, you know, wet Davis Wade Stadium against Jackson State?
Oh yeah, it's way different. It's way different. You know, you just worry about making sure you put your pants on right back then. You know, you're trying to get tickets, your parents say they're coming, you know, you're excited just to be on the field, see the Jumbotron, do dog power. You know, now I'm more situated about my job and make sure everybody else doing their job, and I'm more worried about winning than myself.
I know you and Jonathan like to go back and forth about the interception thing. Y'all have any kind of weekly contest with each other?
No, we ain't starting that this year. We just focus on one thing, that's winning. We don't really talk about. We want to get the ball back for the offense so they can score. That's all that matters.
Dan talked the other day about how y'all are kind of slightly approaching things differently this year as far as not really game planning ahead too much, focusing more on fundamentals and development. What kind of things have y'all worked on in that regard?
You just make sure you do the little things right. You know, little things make big things happen. You know, you put your foot in the right place, a ball will come to you. You know, you got your eyes in the right place, your man won't get away from you. So, you know, you do the little things and the big things occur. You know, you can't build a stadium until you put the bricks in place. So, you know, that's what we're trying to do.
Well, how do you feel that helps y'all not looking ahead too much? Because, you know, maybe you game plan a little bit 3 weeks ahead, then you maybe forget it.
Exactly. Everything is fresh, and when you get it, you get it. You locked in and you focus on that one aspect.
I remember last year, you know, half the time we saw you, you were in like a cast or something like that. You know, I mean, it does feel good to just be healthy. And I mean, I know you've done a lot in your career. It's not like you have something to prove, but that you can go out there and be 100% and do the things you know you can do. How different is it than last year?
That's a great feeling. You know, the worst thing is being a football player, not being able to give everything that you got. You know, feel like you can make the plays that you want to make and you can't do it. And just being healthy, you know, you feel like you can do a lot more to help the team. You know, that's the worst feeling. You go into the locker room and you lost and you felt like you could have did more. So hopefully that feeling doesn't occur this year.
Were there any games last year that were just really frustrating to you because of the cast? I know there was times, you know, the ball would deflect off if you didn't catch the ball with that cast.
The Georgia game, a few balls I could have got that I didn't get a chance to get my hands on them. And that's mostly every game, you know, because I'm a handsy player. I like to use my hands, and I wasn't able to last year. But
First game, whereas now as a senior, is it kind of a business as usual kind of thing going on now?
Always going out there, you sort of have butterflies, but after the first play, you're ready to go, you know.
Is there some comfort in what Dan does and what coaches do with scripting those first 12 plays for you and what you're going to be doing? You know, maybe the first couple of drives. I mean, that's got to be as a player to know what's going on.
Yeah, knowing what's going to happen before you go out there, it gives you a lot more confidence, and you don't have to think as much. You already know what to expect.
You came in here and it was the pro-style offense that Coach Kroom had, and then Coach Dan Mullen arrives. And what did you think when you heard spread offense?
I really didn't know what to expect. I just, you know, more passing yards is the first thing came to me. More touchdowns for the wide receivers.
What have you had your Coach Brewster moment yet? Because people have told us that he's kind of crazy and he says a lot of things where you kind of look around and go, "What did he just say?" I mean, have you been able to get a chemistry with him yet?
Yes, sir. And we got a pretty good chemistry going. He's very excited being that he's been around the game for a while, and he's leading us in the right way.
It seems like having trouble keeping him calm this week in anticipation. pretty focused?
He's good. He's pretty focused out there on the field. I mean, then with Coach Knox, he's gonna be focused no matter what, because he's gonna make sure you stay focused.
You know, you're going to be a guy that's going to be returning kicks as well, and now you're the starting tailback, you know, being that Ballard role where you're getting 15 carries or more. Do you worry about your body wearing down, or do you feel like you've prepared yourself for the last year or two to get into that?
Yeah, I don't worry about my body wearing down, because, I mean, Coach Butters has me in the best shape of my life right now, so being in shape is not an issue at all.
Dan talked the other day about y'all focusing less on game planning in advance and more on just fundamentals during the preseason and other things. Have you noticed that shift in emphasis and seen some benefits from it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we was working on individual things a lot in preseason camp, but like right now, we into game we working on more of like different plays, different situations, like third down, red zones, different things like that, getting ready for game.
How do you expect what kind of long-term benefits do you think you'll get from that different kind of emphasis during preseason?
Basically, you're gonna get a lot because, I mean, if you've been since you've been working on it during preseason, I mean, and you get better at those type of things as the season goes on. Also,
We saw a little bit last year than even 2 years ago, attacking the edge, pitching it out to you, doing things like that. Are you looking forward to maybe getting more opportunities like that, getting more carries when you can do that, get on the edge?
Oh, I feel like I can hit the edge or go inside more because, I mean, like I said, I done gained more weight now, and I feel like I can take a pound in also. So it's just whatever the play calling is and the game situation is.
Do you know anybody in Jackson State's team?
Not really. I heard a couple people's names, but I don't know them personally though.
How much do you weigh now, by the way?
Like 184.
You kind of rebuilt yourself, right? Did you lose some weight and then try to put it back on or anything like a year ago? What did you do to kind of get your body into that every downs type back?
I didn't lose any weight. I mean,
what did you do?
Just
put weight on?
Yeah, I gained a whole lot more weight since I got here, and since from last year also. So, but Coach Butters, he worked with me and like got me in shape like to run with the weight on me also. I mean, because you know when you gain weight, I mean you get tired as you keep going. Yeah. But I mean, Coach Butters, he kept working with me and things like that, and I got better at it.
How much did you weigh when you first came in?
170.
Okay.
I know some guys struggle to put on weight and some guys put on too much weight. Are you one of those guys that has to eat like 40 pancakes a day to put on weight, or was it pretty easy for you?
I don't have to eat that much. I mean, but it does take a good bit for me to keep to gain the weight and to keep it on also. I mean, the main thing is you have to keep hydrating also. You got to stay hydrated. I mean, when you're down in the field, even if it's raining or if it's cold, I mean, you still have to hydrate. I mean, because you're losing all those calories out there on the field. So.
Yes, Coach. The game kind of feel like a bonus for you in a way?
As you get older, take it a little bit serious. You know, been blessed with another opportunity to come out and play for Mississippi State. So, feel good.
What do you expect of yourself? You know, you have to come back from several injuries. People are like, well, maybe he's a little bit worn down from all of that. But what do you expect of yourself this game this year?
Right now, I'm 100% healthy. You know, I feel good. No injuries. I ain't worried about nothing like I was last year. Last year was more about just getting back in the feel of the game. So right now, it's just execute.
I know most of your career you spent with Chris as the quarterback, but get the impression you and Tyler seem to have a pretty good rapport.
Well, you know, just a different style of quarterback. Chris was a good quarterback, Tyler's a good quarterback, but you know, they're very different in several ways. So, you know, it's just whatever it takes to help the team win.
You guys have some chemistry, you think, you and Tyler?
Well, it's just part of the offense, you know. My job is to get open, and Tyler's job is to throw it.
Fair enough.
2009 was your biggest season. Started Jackson State then. Give some flashbacks at all?
Kind of, you know, it's just, you got to start fast, you know. Just take what you did back then and just try to update it 100%. So, you know, just looking forward to the future. I'm experienced, just learning from my mistakes back then.
Do you feel like the stopgap guy between you and Malcolm Johnson getting back, or do you feel like that this job's yours and you can prove yourself and be the starter all season?
Well, me and Malcolm, we're two different tight ends. We bring two different things to the table. So, you know, just bring another weapon to the table. That's all it is.